arrived at the third floor, the epic story of organized crime and law enforcement.
Coming to this country as an immigrant has never been easy. America is a land of opportunity, but also of competition and hard choices. Huge waves of immigrants landed on our shores in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Most put their faith in the system, in the police, the courts, their jobs. Bit by bit, they worked their way out of the ghetto. A few, however, thought they could choose a shortcut to the American dream. In 1890, the New Orleans chief of police was ambushed. No one ever proved who killed him, but people were whispering the word mafia. Italian immigrants in the Crescent City had to beware as anti-immigrant lynch parties took the law into their own hands. Some Italians did bring with them a secret criminal society which went back generations in Sicily. But not all organized crime was Italian. New York had a long history of gang warfare. There were Irish gangs, Jewish gangs, all crammed together in the city's slums.
This is a part of 20,000 quarts of whiskeys now being destroyed under court order. Go to it, boy.
In 1920, the American government went to war with alcohol. Most people just moved their drinking underground. For men from the mean streets of ghettos around the country, it was the opportunity of a lifetime. Gangsters became bootleggers. Nobodies became wise guys. The bosses became rich and powerful, hobnobbing with society's upper crust. The city most brazenly defiant of prohibition laws, Chicago, became known as the mob capital of the country. America was one big speakeasy, and the underworld was supplying the booze.
right? To take the blood oath to become a made member of the mafia. The blood oath ceremony goes way back in the old country. It's a lifetime commitment, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing more serious than this. There's no turning back. You enter on your feet, you leave on a slab. What you're about to do here is based on actual court testimony and legal evidence. We don't know how it got out there, but here we are. Some of you may find the content, shall we say, disturbing. You want to go on? Here we go. Behind me you have the boss, the underboss, the consigliere, and captain. You know these men, you've seen them around, and if you think about it, you know who they are and what they're about. You must always pay them respect. Joe, any of you got a problem with this one? Anything we need to tune up? We're here to bring new members into our family and start a new beginning for you. This thing of ours, La Cosa Nostra, this thing that you will belong to, it's a good thing. It's the greatest brotherhood in the world. Loyalty until death. You want this so bad, you're so desperate to have this, that even if your mother is in bed, dying, and we call you to come, you will do this. It's an emergency. You have to leave. You're a family, yes? What if I was to tell you someone in your family or someone close to you was an informant or a rat, was going to testify against one of us? If I told you this kid,
FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover downplayed its very existence. Yet by 1950, organized crime was raking in over $15 billion a year, much of it from illegal gambling. For the average American, organized crime was in its own world, very far from Main Street, USA. But then...
Kansas City mob boss Charles Banaggio was found murdered, and witnesses heard several shots coming from the Democratic Club, each with 4 bullets
A monster inside Democratic Party headquarters and murdered there. Suddenly, crime and corruption were right in the heart of Middle America. Virgil Peterson of the Chicago Crime Commission shined a spotlight on the connection between criminals and politicians.
Organized crime cannot exist without an alliance between those in control of rackets and those in political authority.
The inner workings of this secret empire were more closely guarded than Fort Knox. Who would fight back against the racketeers, the criminals, and the corrupt politicians? In May of 1950, a special Senate committee was formed to expose and destroy organized crime in America, led by a fiercely ambitious senator from Tennessee, Estes Kefauver.
Our aim is to prove that organized crime operates on a syndicated basis across state lines in the United States, and that it is a much bigger and more sinister operation than we had ever suspected.
The Kefauver Committee would crisscross the country, stopping in courtrooms and hearing rooms in 14 cities, including this very room in Las Vegas. They would hear testimony from over 800 witnesses, suspected murderers, disgraced politicians, alleged operators.
Cheaters generally mark high-value cards during gameplay to make them readable from both sides. Marking methods include crimping or bending, which alters the surface of the card, daubing or adding color to the card, which may require tinted lenses to see, and sanding, which removes color from the loaded dice are introduced to a game when the player
Chicago, Milwaukee. Guys like Joey Dove Zayupa, Nick Chavella, Frank Balistrero. They might have been arrested if they stepped foot in this.